If you want to know exactly how I made these honey garlic brown sugar glazed lamb chops, then you're going to want to stick around because we are going to take these lamb chops from nothing to something, and it's actually really simple. I'm going to begin by taking my full rack of lamb and just going ahead and slicing these directly through the bone so that I can get the chops to my desired thickness. Now, if you would like to, you can also buy our lamb chops already sliced up. Some markets have that available. If you are like me and shop at TJ's, then you're going to need to go ahead and slice up your lamb chops yourself. Now, if you're like me, you clean your meat. If you don't, that's fine. But lamb has a very gamey taste, so I feel like this is just the first step in getting rid of that flavor. So I'm cleaning mine with some vinegar and some water as well as some salt. Now, again, if you do not clean your meat, please feel free to skip that step, but I'm gonna do it each and every time. So I'm gonna go ahead and begin marinating this. I feel like this is the biggest part of making lamb. So I'm gonna go in with some olive oil so this all can stick. I use some balsamic vinaigrette dressing, and then I went in with some spices that I like on my meat. So I did some salt, cayenne pepper, black pepper, garlic, and onion powder, and this is what my marinade is looking like right now. So go ahead and give that a really good mix. This is what your lamb should be looking like at this point, and I'm going to personally go ahead and let mine marinate overnight. You feel free to cook this as soon as you are done seasoning it, if that is your preference, but I personally feel like lamb does its best when it has a chance to really go ahead and sit and soak that seasoning. All right, now it's the next day into our piping hot, and I will emphasize piping hot cast iron skillet. You do not have to use a cast iron if you do not have one available, but please make sure whatever you're going to cook your lamb in is piping hot. A lot of times I watch y'all cooking on here, and the reason you're not getting the color that you're going for, or it's not coming out the way you see others do it, is because y'all have no patience. Turn that skillet up, wait for it to actually get hot, and then add your meat. It will make a difference in the way it comes out. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to be sauteing my lamb for a couple minutes on each side. So here I've got it right into my pan, like I said, and I'm just going to leave this alone. It's literally that simple. Leave it alone in the pan until it is the color that you would like to achieve. Of course, you also want to keep in mind the temperature you would like to achieve. If you like your lamb to be a little bit more medium or medium well, then you will want to go ahead and flip this over a little sooner. Lamb is something that I actually like to be well done because I do not enjoy that gamey taste. So I am going to go ahead and cook this for about 4 minutes to 5 minutes on each side before giving that a flip. And then this is also going to get some additional time to cook in the glaze. So you don't want to overdo it. You're not looking for it to be dry. However, this is why we marinate it so that our meat is not going to be dried out and flavorless. Now I'm going to go ahead and begin on that glaze. I'm starting that out with about a half a cup of brown sugar, and then I'm going to go in with some garlic paste. You can feel free to use minced if that's what you like or if you have it on hand. And then I'm going to go in with a couple squirts of this Japanese barbecue sauce in the flavor Hella Hot. They have milder versions if you do not like spice, guys. So I'm going to go ahead and follow that up with some soy sauce, and then I'm going to add a bunch of honey here. I sped that up just because it was really taking forever to get the rest of that out. Now, I'm going to whisk this together. And very lastly, I didn't even mention it in the beginning because you do not have to do it if you don't like to. I'm going to add some additional crushed red pepper flakes here just because, again, I really enjoy spice, guys. I hope you guys really take that to the heart when I say it. Now I'm jumping back over to my lamb chops, and you can see I'm also taking some time to cook the sides of my lamb chops or render that fat there that was on there because it would have been really difficult to try to cut it off. So I left it on, but I just have to make sure that I cook that off. You can feel free to cut that away. You can feel free to leave it there. Some people eat it, some people don't. Guys, please always do what works for you. So I got all my lamb out of our skillet, and I'm just going ahead and adding my glaze so I can pick up some of those trimmings there. I did pour off some of that oil, and I didn't scrape the bottom of the pan. As you can see, I wanted to get the essence of the lamb without picking up any of those burnt ends. So here in my separate pan, I have all my lamb, and I am just giving this a low simmer here, giving the lamb a chance to get color on both sides and absorb all that flavor and glaze. And this is what my lamb looked like at the end. I can say that that was probably sitting in the glaze on simmer for probably 20 minutes or so, for real, but this was a very low simmer, guys. I hope you guys try this out, whether it be today, tomorrow, or next weekend. Send this recipe to a fave, because truly, guys, this was so good. I paired mine up with some dirty rice, as I made this lamb recipe inspired by, I think it was Mr. Nice Guys in NOLA. I really enjoyed the food there. So yeah, that was the inspo here. I am definitely missing NOLA. I hope you guys enjoy. Any questions or comments you guys have, please leave them down below. And as always, thanks for stopping. Bye.